want to land. Up till now I don't understand the why. No matter what I do, it's not enough. If I do 99 good, it go remain. Don't know how to show you my love without fucking up. But I am faded, I just dey shake it. Get it label. Baby, trabalhei, make you know they shalaye. I don't want nobody to give my matter kele. For this life I day, I want to be celebrated. Don't wanna waste my days, I want to spend them on enjoyment. Baby, trabalhei, make you know they shalaye. I don't want nobody to give my matter kele. For this life I day, I want to be celebrated. Don't wanna waste my days, I want to spend them on enjoyment. It's been too long, I'm dying as you. Money won't have you. Every day party.
Slowly at the top, money on my mind. Don't care what they yarning about me in particular. Out here on the road chasing my dream because I know chasing for me. Ololola de mango molo, orokoto edition molo. If you want to let Jack come alone, need to find anybody na money I want. Not they hear what the people they love. Want to get a shakeleti love. It's a love and I wanna get another one. I go take and do waiting I love, waiting you love. Oh, no be waiting I love. Oh, waiting I love. I go do what with all my heart. Oh, go no be vodka. Mr. Money Ginger, but I know the ways that Mr. Money Ginger. Just carry on, there be no time. Bad boy day, me I dey fine, and at the same time, me I dey high. But to the top, stand out, calm down, you go dey fine like fine wine, no decline. Sick about it, extraordinary things. Show me love, I go show you more. Ubo sheshe, I'ma eat don't take ya. She dey kill him, move for fire, yeah. Lola de mango molo, orokoto edition molo. If you want to let Jack come alone, need to find anybody na money I want. But they hear what the people they love. Want to get a shakeleti love. It's a love and I wanna get another one. I go take and do waiting I love, waiting you love. Oh, baby waiting I love. Oh, waiting I love. I go do what with all my heart. Oh, go no be vodka. Mr. Money Ginger, but I know the ways that Mr. Money Ginger.
Grateful for your love. I don't care how much. I will trade it all. Congo, so hustle, my brother, don't stop. Now we're cruising in the drop top. We go celebrate and we gon' pop. We gon' pop. We gon' pop. We gon' pop. I'm in the age if you see my throat. Skeleton 101 in my code. But I did paddle and roll my boat. Now we driving people crazy like oh. Young dreamers don't ever stop reaching for the stars. Oh, and if you ever fall, you go land on the cloud. Been on the road, and it's dark and very cold. Don't even know when I'm coming home. When beauty calls, I must to show. They know the cons and all the pros. Before I left my comfort zone. When guilty cause I must for sure. But Papa Moro already know my head. Papa Moro already know my head. Papa Moro already know my head. I ain't need that oh I know well. I ain't in my mind already. Keep at it down, I take no shake.
Music make me feel happy, Jordan. Now understand what they say, I ain't bugger. Got the money all out, you sort down. Music make me feel happy, Jordan. Now understand what they say, I ain't bugger. Got the money all out, you sort down. Anybody listening? Only what up in my head and my feet. Congasso, I jack up. Don't go on, then con the dark. I'm so what's the jack on? It's a map on. Roll a lap on, record my album. Will not trust anyone. But all that I have and I've been working. No go do like say I don't deserve them. Defend myself, me not fear no one. Because they feeding me plenty money. Making me plenty money. Hypocrite plenty gone with the pretending gone. Got to prevent them from me. Them are identical to the devil gone. I just sit down walk on me. But they make you look on me. I go be all I can be. All who are gonna walk by me. Music make me feel happy, Jordan. Now understand what they say, I ain't bugger. Got the money all out, you sort down. Anybody listening? Only what up in my head and my feet. Anybody try me, then go. Music make me feel happy, Jordan. Now understand what they say, I ain't bugger. Got the money all out, you sort down. Anybody listening? Only what up in my head and my feet. Boy, no matter what them can't prove, what them can't prove, cause them want to taste of my food. Give you my food, then you talk say I ain't charge you. Try to beat up a man car, got the pass you. Feel like I'm coming from my ankle. My arrival, come fuck up the cycle. Coming psycho, I no telling what I might do. Violate me, make me bread out up a man's like it. Because they beating me plenty gunny, making me plenty money. Hypocrite plenty gone with the pretending gunny. Got to prevent them from me. Them are identical to the devil gunny. I just sit down walk on me, but they make you look on me. I go be all I can be. All who are gonna walk by me. Music make me feel happy, Jordan. Now understand what they say, I ain't bugger. Got the money all out, you sort down. Anybody what they say, I get born. Got the money all around me, I'm so down. Anybody listening? Only what up in my head and my feet. Don't grass, I jack, don't go, con the dark. I'm so what's the jack? It's a mad one. Roll a lap on, look at my album. When I trust anyone, but all that I have and I've been working. No go do like say I don't deserve them. Defend myself, me not fear no one.
Can I tell you what it is? Everyday on cruise, bad days are gone. Now I am bigger, but Ferragamo, yeah, we cruise, cause she and Gucci, I don't even post. I was on fire, call firefighter, used to this lifestyle, every Wednesday, ladies' night. I need no lighter, better smother, I be the fire. Every day me ganja, what does it kill me, make me stronger. Bella smother, fight boy, Bella me a fighter. Man I try and fight and I've been through a lot. Many people hurt me off, but God no good. Call it diamond. Man I try and fight and I've been through a lot. Many people hurt me off, but God no good. Call it diamond.
When we chill, look at me reminiscing. Remember mama used to warn me and never listen. Some guys died, some of them did for prison. Thank God for all the fasting and prayer shit did. But do me go when I just start to hammer. Daddy push on leg, mommy cool, mama fair mad. How could it be now? I was waiting for an answer. I'm fed dark when we go suffer, I to suffer. Flames to dust, dust to sand. Good things never last, I understand. But dying on me yellow, want to die, I say green. People think saying I swag, but I was losing my mind. Mother man, fago moju, rodo moju. Mother man, mosi moju, me only boju. Gogo kirakita, ti kanju, ti mo kanju. Mommy, daddy, ti love me, no mama, like to sanju. They try to bring me down with raw, mama, too low. Getting high every day, mama, too low. Most time, every day with a fly. Hustle every day, I'm a grind. Now, God damn my matata, not the boy hatata, devil for yakata, spray dev ratata. I break devil one, free blood, sim of shit pen. I put my name on the street book, like the 10. Sean shit in your bone shit, I'm about. Dope like coke, money shit, and baby towel. Changing the narratives for the ghetto youth. Only while I to get to connaissance, go to our class. Man, I try and fight, and I've been through a lot. Many people hurt me off, but God no clue. Call it diamond. Man, I try and fight, and I've been through a lot. Many people hurt me off, but God no clue. Call it diamond.
Modernization, chicken from one pressure, street orientation. Modernization, from one pressure.
Oh my niggas, sharp, cover face like badger. Get feel but we know they cup. Sit up, boss them, tap. Pass all the shit, rababa. Oh my, eat your rababa. Feeling good, banana.
unforgettable, undurable, unbeatable, untraceable, unexplainable, Mr. Honorable, get it is level, diamond, cable, any cable, to my condo, you come to I get my jello, Mr. Money, killing show, immediately, subsequently, frequently, high frequency, when I show, emergency, Mr. Money, no good sign, my baby, you remember, my baby, remember, don't spend all my cheddar on you, I'm a little judge. I know say you want some more. Mr. Money with the vibe, you know I know they draw. Give it to me, jaw. Jaja my shaki to pop. Escape it, I didn't knock on your door.
Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, your excellencies. Good morning, and His Excellency, our royal father, good morning. I greet everybody, especially we are all very, very welcome. Just before we introduce each and every royalties and excellencies, want to quickly recognize the presence of our royal father in our midst, His Royal Majesty Oba Engineer Kabiru Adewale Shotobi, the Ayagbenru of Ikorodu and the Paramount Ruler Ikorodu Division. Ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding round of applause and a standing ovation, please rise as we appreciate our royal father Kabiyesi. You are very, very welcome, sir. You're very welcome, sir. And other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the anthem. Thank you.
Nigerian national anthem, Mr. Albert Congo raises the flag of the new nation.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land, though tribe and tongue may stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve. Our flag shall be in peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hang on to our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace may
Be seated. God bless the Federal Republic. Amen. As we continue today, we want to also recognize other excellencies in the building. We also want to recognize
applauding their dedication to personal growth, but recognizing their critical role in shaping the future of education and the lives of our children. Their testimonial and success stories are a testament to the transformative power of this program. So our guests and stakeholders, your presence here signifies your belief in the potential of Nigerian teachers and your commitment to education as the bedrock of national development. As we celebrate this milestone, let us continue to join hands in creating more opportunities for educators to thrive. Finally, to our graduating teachers, today is your day. You have proven that with determination and access to the right resources, change is possible in Nigeria. May you continue to inspire and transform the lives of your students as we embark on this new phase of your journey. Thank you all for being here. I look forward to a memorable celebration of this landmark achievement. Welcome once again to the SAIL Teachers Fellowship Graduation Ceremony 2024.
We can do better, we can do better, we can do better than that. You are very welcome. Thank you so much, Mr. Deji, who's the Chief Impact Officer at SAIL Empowerment Foundation. Let's give him a round of applause again for that amazing speech. Thank you so much. So while Mr. Deji was speaking, we witnessed the welcome of an esteemed leader. He's the apex leader of Progressive Congress, Ikorodu Division. He's also the former Deputy Governor of Lagos State. And then he's also a member of the Governance Advisory Council. I beg your pardon, Council. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's welcome His Excellency Prince Abiodun Ogunleye. Please let's give a resounding round of applause as we welcome him. You're very, very welcome, sir. Just before we move ahead, we also want to welcome those teachers, those distinguished, esteemed teachers who are joining us from different states in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a resounding round of applause for those of them joining us online. You are very, very welcome. We are glad that you're joining us today. You're very welcome. So as we proceed, I would quickly want to bring up Mrs. Shalom Anurigo, who is going to walk us through the About the STF Forum. Let's please welcome Miss Shalom. You're very, very welcome.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, distinguished guests. Good afternoon, all protocols duly observed. My name is Shalom, Learning Development Associate at Co-Creation Hub, VLEN by CC Hub. And I'm delighted to be here today because I project manage this fellowship. And you can see the teachers, waving at me. So briefly, I'll be talking us through what we did, with this fellowship and how we progressed. So the SAIL Teachers Fellowship was for teachers across the 36 states of the Federation, public, private, and secondary school teachers. And what we did since July, we have trained 4,000 teachers through different phases. Next slide, please. Please, a round of applause, a round of applause. All right, so we went through. Now, with this fellowship, what we wanted to do was achieve these 3 goals, right? So the first is a transition from instructional to inquiry-based learning as a modern method of teaching. So gone are the days where teachers use, those brick and mortar methods. Now we are in the digital age. How can learners learn best? Since they call them the Gen Zs, right? We are the Gen Zs. So that's the first thing. The second was improve their digital literacy skills in ways that meet the learning needs of the 21st century. So we introduced them to digital skills and digital tools that can enhance their classroom. And finally, embrace innovative classroom management practices. We have, for public schools, they have a lot of students in their classrooms. So we introduce them to innovative classroom management practices that can help them maximize, the students they have in their classroom and improve their learning outcomes. Next slide, please. Now, this is what our journey so far has been. So we kicked off with applications, and we received over 15,000 applications from teachers across the Federation. Call it, all the geopolitical zones, from Yobe, from Adamawa. With time, you will see their testimonial videos. And then we selected 4,000 teachers for the first phase. So these teachers cut across all the geopolitical zones. We ensured every state was duly represented. And we onboarded them into a WhatsApp groups, and with that, we introduced them to tools like Canva, classroom tools like quizzes, where they can create gamified content for their students. And that was for 4 weeks. So we had the first phase training for 4 weeks on WhatsApp. Now, after that, we had a series of assessments, surveys, and we selected 400 teachers for the second phase. It was a struggle because they were actually very good. We had to select the best from the best. Before then, we certified 1,093 teachers. So for the second phase, we selected 4,000 teachers, and we took them through 12 weeks training across these platforms. So you see the difference. For the first phase, we had the trainings on WhatsApp. For the second phase, we have trainings on Google Meet, WhatsApp, and Zoom. It was more interactive. We have speed networking sessions when teachers got to interact with other teachers from different states. And we certified 321 teachers. Because you agree with me that when we start a race, not everyone gets to the finish line, right? So that was that. Please, next slide. So also, this is what the journey, next slide, please. Okay, so this is basically the journey in total. So we had 4,000 teachers for the first phase across 10 WhatsApp groups and 10 facilitators. These facilitators were trained by CC Hub's Learning Development Team, and we exhausted a total of 30 learning hours. This is excluding all assessments and everything that they had to do. Now for the second phase, 4,000 teachers, 4 WhatsApp groups, and 4 facilitators, and they exhausted a total of 72 learning hours. Please, a round of applause for the teachers right there and the amazing, amazing organizers. So right about now, I just want you to watch a video. This was done by the teachers from all of the things that they've learned. I'm sure you'll be wild, so I'll just leave you to look up right there at the screen as they play the video.
A quick wonder, my dear friend. Have thought of this: when we think of comfort zone, we regard to it as a safe place. But the internet that we think is okay to share our emotions, ideas, and knowledge as a place we feel it calms our frustrations. Practical, a comfort place. Is this place still safe for you and I wonder. Well, because of these, the SAIL Teachers Fellowship STEM Department team made their findings to shed more lights on our safety while online. Stay tuned as the session commences.
I am Oladipupo Olabisi, a member of STEM group. Welcome to class. Have you ever received a suspicious email? What is two-factor authentication? While you are pondering on these questions, I would like to invite my fellow colleague to elaborate more on the concept of such mail and why authentication is important.
Let's look at this example. Jane is relaxing at home when she received an email from a bank that asks her to update her credit card PIN in the next 24 hours. As a security measure, judging the severity of the message, Jane follows the link provided in the email. On delivering her current credit card PIN, the website became unresponsive. However, after a couple of hours, she noticed a significant purchase from a random website in the same credit card which she never authorized. Frantically contacting the bank, Jane realized the original email was a counterfeit or a fake message with a malicious link that entailed credit card fraud. This is a classic example of a phishing attack. Phishing attacks are a type of social engineering where a fraudulent message is sent to a target on the premise of arriving from a trusted source. Its basic purpose is to trick the victim into revealing sensitive information like password and payment information. It's based on the word phishing, which works on concepts of baits. If a supposed victim catches the bait, the attack can go ahead, which in our case makes Jane the fish and the phishing email the bait. If Jane never opens the malicious link, an attack of this nature would have been relatively ineffective. But how do the hacker gain access to the credentials? A phishing attack starts with a fraudulent message which can be transmitted by or chat applications using SMS conversations to impersonate legitimate source is known as smishing, which is a specific category of phishing attacks irrespective of the manner of transmission. The message targets the victim in a way that causes them to open a malicious link and provide critical information on the requisite website. More often than the websites are designed to look as authentic as possible. Once the victim submits information, the link by the password or credit card details and data is sent to the hacker who designed the email and fake website, giving him complete control over the account, whose password was just provided, often carried out in campaigns or identical phishing sent to thousands of users. The rate of success is relatively low but never zero. Between 2013 and 2015, corporate giants like Facebook and Google were tricked off of $100 million due to an extensive phishing campaign where a known common associate was impersonated by the hackers. Apart from credit access, some of these campaigns target the victim device and install malware where clicks on the malicious links, which can later function as a botnet or target the ransomware attack, where there is no single formula, but there are multiple categories of phishing attacks. The issue with Jane or the hacker's stolen bank credentials fall under the umbrella of deceptive phishing. A general email is sent out to thousands of users in the category, hoping some of them fall prey to the scam. Spear phishing, on the other hand, is a customized version of the target, are researched before being sent and emailed. For example, if you never had a Netflix subscription, sending you an email that seems like Netflix team sent it becomes pointless. This is a potential drawback of deceptive phishing technique. On the other hand, a simple screenshot of a Spotify playlist being shared on social media indicates a probable point of entry. The hacker can send counterfeit messages to target users. Since the hacker already knows the target using Spotify, the chances of the victims taking the bait increases substantially. For more important targets like CEOs, the research done can be called a case of whaling. The hacker prepares and waits for the right moment to launch their phishing attack, often to steal industry secrets for rival companies or sell them off at a higher rate. Apart from just email, farming focuses on fake websites that resemble their original counterparts. The prevalent method is use domain names like Facebook with a single O or YouTube with no E. These are mistakes that people make when typing the full URL in the browser, leading them straight to a counterfeit web page, which can fool them into submitting private data. Let's look at ways to prevent ourselves from becoming victims. While the implication of phishing attacks can be extreme, protecting yourself against this is relatively straightforward. Jane checked the link in the email for authenticity and that it redirected to the secure website that runs on the HTTPS protocols. Even suspicious shouldn't be entertained. One must also refrain from entertaining private information on random websites or pop-up windows, irrespective of how legitimate they seem. It is also recommended to use secure anti-phishing browser extensions like Cloudfish to smooth out malicious emails from legitimate ones. The best ways to prevent phishing is browsing the internet with care and being on alert for malicious attempts at all times. So here is a question for you. If both me and my friends receive the same mail that instructs us to change our Spotify before the end of the day, even though one of us never used Spotify, what bracket does this phishing attack fall under? 1. Dwelling. 2. Spear phishing. 3. Deceptive phishing. 4. Farming. Think about it and leave your answer in the comment section. Cyber attacks are becoming more prevalent due to the pandemic, where work from home is the norm and people spend possibly more than half their day with a laptop. But we cannot stop every attack at the roots. We must be informed and vigilant to phishing attacks, among others, to safeguard our data. Thank you.
Now that was an amazing and an informative session. Let's take a coffee break and we come back. We will explore the beauty of this topic more in depth. Welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed your coffee, because I did enjoy mine. So in the previous section of this...
Thank you so much, Ms. Shalom, for such a video. And may I say congratulations once again to the 4,000 successful teachers graduating today. Congratulations to you. A round of applause for yourselves. A round of applause for yourselves. I mean, you put in the work, and today you are being celebrated. A round of applause for yourselves. Thank you so much. So while Ms. Shalom was speaking, we had some other excellencies walk into this event. So we want to recognize His Excellency Alhaji Bode Oyedele, who's actually an esteemed political leader, a respected political leader at that, and then he's from Ibejuleki local government. Can we recognize him and give him a resounding round of applause? You are very, very welcome. Very welcome. It's good to have you here, sir. Also, we also want to recognize Prince Engineer Amid Adekunle Oduborisha, who's an esteemed political leader, and he also graced the occasion today. Please, let's recognize him and let's give a resounding round of applause. You're very, very welcome. You're very welcome, sir. It's great to have you in our midst. And also, we also had a deaconess walk in. She is the East Senatorial Women Leader in person of Deaconess Wonu Aderibigbe Oshinowo. Please, let's put a round of applause, a resounding round of applause as we welcome her. You're very, very, very welcome, ma. As we proceed, I would like to quickly bring up the Executive Director, MTN Foundation, who's going to give a brief charge. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with me to the stage the Executive Director, MTN, in person of Mrs. Oduayo. Sonia, you're very welcome, ma.
Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to align with established protocols so that I don't blunder. It's a pleasure to be here this morning, and I'm sure when he said MTN Foundation, a lot of people, you know, you're all wondering, MTN is a telecommunications and technology company. Maybe I pause for... Okay, I think I'll do a recap. No, it's okay. It's okay. So I'll start again. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have requested for permission to align with existing protocols, and I think I got that permission. So we are MTN Nigeria Foundation, and I was saying that when you hear of MTN, I'm sure we have a lot of customers in the crowd today. When you hear of MTN, you wonder, MTN is a telecommunications company, and we're a technology company. But at MTN, there are certain things that drive what we do. we don't just do business, we do business through the lens of purpose. And coming to Nigeria, it was clear that we were very convinced that the only way we'll do well as a company was to make an impact in the communities that we operated in. And this led to the founding of the MTN Nigeria Foundation in 2004. We're 20 years this year. And so it was about giving back to our communities, and not just giving back as a charity, but partnering with our communities to do better because we're present there. It's been 20 years. It's been about 30 billion naira of investments since inception. It's been 14,000 scholarships since then. Over 200 primary healthcare centers have been revitalized. We've built, remodeled over 200 libraries and science laboratories across Nigeria. We've impacted over 15,000 women. And that brings me to the partnership with SAIL. You can clap, please, if you want to. Thank you. Sometime late last year into early this year, we began to speak with SAIL. And at the foundation, we believe in scaling what we do. And so we found a worthy partner who, wanted to do small. And we said, no, we will not let you. You see these numbers you're talking about, it won't work for the foundation because MTN is a Nigerian company, and whatever we do has to cut across the nation. And so we told them, we said, you know what, you train 4,000 teachers or nothing. And initially, but they rose to the occasion, and the rest, like, a round of applause, please. And the rest, like they say, is history. Today, we've watched the presentation about, the teachers, what they've learned, and we're here today. It takes a lot to partner. It takes people of like minds. It takes people who understand the vision. And that is what the partnership between the SAIL Foundation and MTN and CC Hub is about. In this program, it's not really about the numbers today, but just to give you an idea of what we could do more of if we all come together. It's been an investment of almost 60 million. And we believe that in next year, we will have a second outing with SAIL, by the grace of God. So on that note, I'd like to say thank you for coming. To our teachers, you are special, because I doubt if there will be any one of us here without you. Even the heads of states, the presidents, you can give yourself a round of applause. But one thing I'd like to leave you with is that you are at the foundation. We envision a Nigeria where no community and no individual is left behind. And we're clear, we know we can't do it alone. That's why we partner, with great platforms like SAIL. But my charge to you is that you are one person that you've come out from a number of teachers in your school. But the training, the knowledge is not for only you. It's not for you to sit down with. What you have is that you've been empowered to become a change maker. So the expectations are that in your communities of learning, you pass on the same knowledge to your other teachers. When you have knowledge and you hoard it, it doesn't make you who you should be. So our expectations are that, and at the foundation, we're big on monitoring and evaluation. So we'll be interviewing you, engaging you to see how you have brought your students up to speed with learning and how you have translated this learning, impacting other teachers. So I say congratulations, again. And I think an occasion like this, I said we're 20 this year. It presents us with an opportunity to leave a piece of us, with the SAIL Foundation, even though, yes, we're going to be running this program next year. So I'd like Senator Abiru and Mrs. Abiru to please step up. And I'd like to present to you our legacy publication titled Yellow Impact, the Yellow Impact, 20 Years Stronger. Thank you so much for all that you do. God bless you.
I believe we can do better. We can give a resounding round of applause. I mean, this is what they call evidence day. Evidence day. It is like it is showing. It's not just mere words. You know, it's backed up with numbers, backed up with data, and backed up with everything. Let's give a resounding round of applause to the director of MTN Foundation, Mrs. Odunayo. Thank you so much for going over and beyond to, you know, impacting lives in Nigeria, in Lagos, across the country, and even beyond. Thank you so much. A resounding round of applause to every other person that participated in this initiative. Thank you so much.
Also joining us for today's event, we have in our midst the leader of our great party in Lagos State. We have the person of Honorable Pastor Cornelius Ojelabi, who is the chairman, APC Lagos State. You're welcome, sir. Also, we have in our midst the secretary of our great party here in Lagos as well. That is Dr. Muhyiddin Jokumba, is also in our midst as well. You're welcome back home. Also, we have in our midst the Honorable Commissioner for Tertiary Education, Honorable Tolani Sule. You're welcome as well.
You're all welcome, Our Excellencies. You're welcome, our dignitaries. Permit me to say that the impact of teachers is really, really, really super important. Nobody knows this, but permit me to say I am a product of a teacher. My mom has been a teacher for the past 2 decades, and I can say boldly that without her contribution as a teacher to my life, I wouldn't be where I am today. So the teachers, if you're a teacher in the house, or you've taught, or you are teaching in any way, please, this is the time to give yourself a resounding round of applause. I mean, what you do goes beyond what you even think. Amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. Thank you so much. Very quickly, I would bring up Ms. Shalom as she's going to take us through some live testimonials of teachers right here. Mrs. Shalom, please. Let's give a round of applause to her, please.
Thank you so much, MC. I think I will go in his order. So he said 2 decades. So combined decade of my parents. My mom is a teacher. She teaches to date. My father was a teacher. So that's 4 decades. Please, a round of applause for me. I come from a family of teachers. Okay, so right about now, we'll be listening to live testimonials from teachers. So sound, please help me play those videos. So we just have 3. We have a lot, but we want you to listen to 3 for want of time.
Hello there, my name is Iyene Peter. I am making this video from Akwa Ibom State. I teach English language at Sense Comprehensive Secondary School, Ikorokumfa. I studied under Miss Amina Lawal in the non-STEM Group 1. I must say that Amina was both resourceful and skillful. I want to really appreciate this opportunity to have learned for those 4 months. I have never had it so good as a teacher in terms of training. I have been exposed most especially to digital tools. I've been able to use Google Meet, Google Doc, Google Sheets, and then I have been introduced deeply to the inquiry-based learning. I've been exposed to classroom management at a different level, especially the issue of the culture of error and psychological safety, 2D animation and text animation. I cannot quantify the value of this training. And so I must sincerely appreciate the Cell Empowerment Foundation, MTN Foundation and Co-Creation Hub for sponsoring this training. It also afforded me the opportunity of meeting other teachers and connecting with the Teachers Lounge and also obtaining training from them. So I really, really appreciate the program and recommend it to anyone who is interested in improving themselves as teachers and improving their operations. Thank you very much and God bless you. Congratulations to all of us who have made it to the end of this training.
Hi, my name is Alawode Oluwadamilola. I'm a teacher at Nigerian Navy Secondary School, Ogbomoso, Oyo State. I teach biology to be precise, and I'm one of the participants of the recently concluded Soul Teachers Fellowship, which I love to call a game changer fellowship, because I personally had a transformative encounter during the training sections. I gained invaluable insights to inquiry-based learning methodology and designing of 2D animations. And these skills that I acquired have optimized my classroom games. Yes, it has greatly increased my students' engagement. It has improved their critical thinking skills. I'm seeing more collaboration and teamwork amidst my students. Even our classroom discussion is now more lively. Students can effortlessly relate and merge the lesson content with their real life experiences, with their daily life situations. Like, I can't overemphasize the effect of this inquiry-based learning. It fosters a culture of curiosity and exploration, and I would like to give a big thumbs up to the facilitators. They were exceptional. The training sections were so engaging, so simplified. I was able to work my content easily. And I would like to say a big thank you to the sponsors of this program again. You are doing a very great job in the educational sector.
It has been a wonderful experience. I teach large classes, and that could be a hell of a problem. But with the inquiry-based learning methodology that we have been put through, I don't have problem taking large classes any longer. You know, you have activities for them and everybody is interested to participate. Even my best friends at the back, you understand, all of them are excited. I start up with some posters, some questions for them concerning things that they do every day. And everybody is excited, they want to answer the questions. Then we launch into the main concept. I give them materials to explore. While they are exploring the materials, they are thinking critically, they are collaborating. Eventually, they come out with their findings, and when they discuss their findings, you are thrilled as a teacher. You say, wow, these students are brilliant. They themselves are happy that they have found out those things by themselves, not that a teacher told them. They have found out those things by themselves, and they are happy, they are excited. So I really appreciate the organizers of this program, Sale Empowerment Foundation. Big thanks to MTN Foundation and Co-Creation. I believe very soon we'll start having testimonies of great things that are happening in our schools as a result of this training. Thank you.
Yeah, the World World Teachers Day celebration on 5th of October, we had a discussion with teachers from our teacher community, and we asked them, what is that one thing you want to see change in the education system? And they said they want to see that people provide teachers access to continuous professional development at no cost. And I want to tell you that the organizers of the Sale Teachers Fellowship has done that for you all seated here. Please, a round of applause once again for them. That noise is not enough.
Thank you so much, Ms. Shalom. We can give another round of applause for such massive evidences. I heard one of the testimonials there where the man said, it is not easy to teach large classes, right? But I dare say it is not even easy to teach at all, right? And I'll give a practical example. I mean, I don't know if any of us has met students that would just look at you and ask you, saying, uncle, auntie, who woke up one morning and said, A is for apple? Why is A not for zebra? Some will say, uncle, who told you 2 plus 2 is 4? Why is 2 plus 2 not 22? You know, and not everybody have that talent, that skill. I would dare say that grace, you know, to be able to handle these children and groom them to become excellent pupils today. And I dare say, teachers, you are doing an amazing work, A round of applause for yourselves once again. Thank you so much. So as we proceed, I would quickly want to bring up someone that we all know, right? But I would like to call him the Chief Visionary Officer, right? This is somebody that he looked beyond, you know, building real estates, building this and building that, to building men and impacting directly into lives. And also not just impacting into lives that go ahead to impact into more lives. Ladies and gentlemen, he's no other than Senator Mukail Adetokunbo Abiru. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please, thank you, louder, 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 louder.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Our royal father and the chairman of the Council of Obas of Ikorodu Division and the vice chairman of the Council of Obas of Lagos State as a government as well. That's our Baba, the Anyogunre of Ikorodu, His Royal Majesty Oba Kabir Adewale Shotobi. I welcome you, sir. And of course, our royal father, they are not calling him our brother, no, royal father. That's our father, the Orimadegun and the Emugoriade of the Igbobo Kingdom. I also welcome you, sir. Kabiesi. Then, of course, our political father, both in the Ikorodu Division and, of course, our leader in Lagos State as well, and the former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Prince Abiodun Ogunleye. I welcome you, sir. Thank you very much for your support always. And, of course, I must also recognize my most distinguished senior. That is most distinguished senior, and I hope you understand what I mean by that, sir. That is and the former minister, that's Senator Adeshaye Ogunlewe. I welcome you. But most importantly, too, I must recognize the chairman of the party. That's the party, the largest party in Africa, and my brother, Pastor Cornelius Ojelabi. And of course, and by that I extend my courtesies to all representatives of the party that are here present. I recognize all of you, the secretary of the party, the youth leader, everybody, I recognize you. Honorable Commissioner, I recognize you as well. Woman leader, by that extension, I extend the same courtesy. And of course, my very good Egmo, the Ashipa of the Ikorodu Kingdom, I also recognize you. And of course, I must also recognize my sister, the executive director of MTN Foundation. I'm still going to talk about her when I get along. I'll still talk about her. And of course, I must recognize Chibode Oyedele too, because I don't know where to put you, whether to, Ogun State or, but I recognize her. Thank you for being here. Both. Thank you very, very much. Then on that note, Anopegbo, I recognize you, and by that, I will stand on other existing protocol. But more importantly too, I must recognize the graduates of today, the teachers, our teachers. You are the real visionary because you are the one who you are the one who has consistently showed us the way. I recognize all of you, both here present and those that are also logged on through various other digital devices. And more importantly, I must especially recognize my co-traveler and co-founder, who happens to be my dear wife, Mrs. Feishola Abiru. So I must also recognize you. So thank you for being here today. And of course, all of the other support groups that are also present. Now, they've prepared a speech for me, but as I listened to all that has been said so far, I don't really think that is the speech. I will refer to it, but I think it's important that I just tell a bit of a story. Now, that is the story of my journey in the political arena. You know, as you all know, I've had a prior professional life in the private sector. And of course, it was after about 3 decades of that I retired and came into this arena. And so I won't take too much of the time, but one thing was very instructive, that I started the career not on the level of the digital space that we see here today, but I started it on the level of automation that we had as at that time, which is online real-time banking. So for those who remember the days of the new generation banks. So I happen to be one of those who started with Guarantee Trust. And Guarantee Trust then was a pace setter in terms of technology, but it's not the same technology of today. It has really accelerated, and I agree. But one interesting thing was that at the tail end of that career, after about 29 years, of course, the digital evolution now came up. And I saw the way it was reshaping the lives that we live in, you know, and of course, it taught me a very great lesson. I was in charge of a bank that we were trying to keep alive. In trying to keep it alive, we started with an employment pool of 11,000 employees. In rationalizing, we ended up with 8,000. So by the time we were embracing the new technology, we realized that most of the 8,000 people that we had couldn't also cope with the way the world had transformed. So it was important for me, when I came into politics too, that look, I have got to find a way to make an impact as to how do I make sure that people, yes, we might have challenges in the economy. I mean, you can say the economy is tough. It has always been tough. But people will always find their level. And now, the world we live in, yes, economy and jobs and all of that, the problem, but the job openings that we have require skills to be upgraded. And that gave birth to the SAIL innovation idea. That is what gave birth to it. So now, because again, I'm in politics, I must also be very sensitive to what the political arena is. So when I came into politics, my focus, yes, I'm a legislator, a senator of the Federal Republic. So I know that the two main pillars of most people of my stature is the legislative role and, of course, empowerment role. So for me, I extended it by also creating an endowment role. So that gave birth to SAIL Endowment Foundation. And thank you. So from the legislative role, I don't think I should bore us with, of course, those are day-to-day activities and all of that. But again, the empowerment is what a lot of us know in politics. So I want to also make bold to say I play a very active role in that area. So when you talk about whether building schools and all of that, I probably, within the last 3 years that I've been in this, I probably will have done about 20 schools across the senatorial district. I have done that. And equally, when you talk about youth empowerment, I know how resourceful that our youth are. So I've also been involved in also building, youth centers. So there is a stadium in Epe. It's a 960 capacity stadium. So it's with a complement of football, basketball, and all of that, and all of the complements, because you need to. The youths are very creative, and you need to support them. Then when you talk about markets, I've been involved in market development both in Epe, and when you talk about health facilities, we have done about 3 primary health centers. About 3 or 4, 3, yes, exactly. So we commissioned one recently in Agboiketu. So we are doing another one anytime from now. They are all completed and fully equipped. So in Lagos State University of Science and Technology. So there is one there, a primary health center. There is one in Isiu. They are both fully completed, just awaiting commissioning. So that is empowerment. Now, I have extended my hand. So when you talk about even supporting our people, we know the challenges of our time. So ever since we concluded the elections, I've also been involved in food distribution. So I can boldly say I've touched over 30,000 lives of families. And as we move into this Christmas as well, we have already concluded plans for about another 10,000 families to support both the challenges we see and also the level of economic empowerment that we need to give to our people. But you see, all that are equally very, very good and fantastic. But you see, the endowment, the SAIL Endowment Foundation, is personally funded by my wife and I. So it has nothing to do with government resources at all. So everything we are doing here is personal resources. Now, from that foundation, we have created SAIL Innovation. That is where you have here. And people have always questioned me, how is this thing going to be sustainable? So it now leads me So I now be touching on some, very sensitive areas. So you see, because of my own exposure in life as well, I know that when you embark on ideas like this, you have got to look for partners. So, of course, given my background, I've been talking to a lot of the corporate people that I've met during the course of my life, of my career. One of such people is MTN Foundation. I started with MTN, of course, the executive director of MTN Foundation. That's Odunayo. I call her Odunayo. So I talk to partners, and I also talk, and everybody here, I'm sure you can bear me witness, both KBC, our leader, Baba Ogunleye. Part of what we do, we have not only set up this place. At least once in 3 months, I come with people who are accomplished in society to come and speak to people here so that they can inspire them. Teachers, I'm coming to you. Don't worry. So just enjoy this story. So when I speak to my contemporaries, they are always encouraged and enthused when I talk about this idea of this foundation. So, and their sense is that, okay, I'm coming to see it. So when they come, their concern is, how is it going to be sustainable? So I achieved 2 things by bringing them. The first is that for the fact that you have come, you also, because you are an employer of labor, you see all of these people that we have trained in the current skills of the digital world, you also will take some of them. So I'm happy to say that, in the course of doing that, almost all of the people that were trained here, a lot of them get job outlets. They get. That is one. Then secondly, they also, and I said, okay, sustainability, you also must support. Just support. That is how MTN Foundation came on board. And we have a couple of other foundations, international foundations too, that we are speaking to, because you cannot run a foundation like this and not be clean. So you can't afford to bring in government funding. They will not support you anymore. But the interesting thing about Odunayo, you see, life is very interesting. Odunayo, way back 2000, I didn't realize this is going to join us together. So apart from just introducing ourselves very quietly, we also happen to belong to the same business school class of, I think, 2006. So we belong to AMP 27. So she was a prominent member of that class. So, well, you might conclude that perhaps it made it easier for me to talk to MTN Foundation. Abi, you say because very difficult to crack. It is very difficult to break. And you heard her, when we muted the idea, she said the scale that we are talking about, what is the capacity of this place? So she talked about, so when you hear that we have had or we've been forced to do this thing nationwide, it's because we are dealing with big partners. So I want you to say, a big thank you to MTN Foundation for the support, for the encouragement and the boldness to also try and navigate. And of course, we also listen to the testimonials from people from Akwa Ibom, from Osun. But please, let's be sensitive. Well, this is Lagos, so I need to be sure. The last person, that guy looked to me like a teacher in Lagos State. The woman in the middle, with due respect, she looks like somebody in one very high-end school. We want to focus on our public schools. But please just know that. So having said that, that is what has led to this. And I'm happy to say that, what the foundation has done. So everybody, the focus is on the teachers. And the teachers, just give me 2 minutes. I'll come back to you. So what this foundation has done by the SAIL Innovation Lab, I am happy to say here today that in this little place that you see, including the teachers, we probably will have touched on close to 9,000 lives since we started. About 9,000. And I can give you some idea. So here, what we do, we have very, very, beyond MTN, we also, and of course the facility that you see here, we also have a very top-notch, a first-class faculty that teaches. That is Co-Creation Hub, CC Hub. Where is Timothy Aluko? Co-Creation Hub. They are the faculty. And I'll just try to explain. You see, I know, and Commissioner for Education, I want to also thank you and thank Lagos State Government. I know that we build facilities where we set up all of this ICT and all of that. But one thing that is critical, it is easy to build all of these things. It's purely procurement, like you know. It's procurement. But what is very critical is to have the faculty that will teach. And that faculty must be dedicated and must be focused. So that is why, for us here, we invested in the best that you can have, both in this country and I dare say even in Africa, called CC Hub, co-creation of. It's about, and I'll tell you, you can go and Google CC Hub. CC Hub was founded by the gentleman called Bosun Tijani. I'm sure he's a household name now. We all know him. When I came across him in 2020, he probably didn't believe, he did not believe I would be that committed to this cause. Because not only was he focused on the private sector, so if you hear of the likes of Inyaboeji today, and I'm sure we know who he is. He is a 32-year-old Nigerian billionaire. He was trained by Bosun Tijani when he was just barely 2021. So those are the people who molded him into the world of innovation and technology. So when you hear of people who own, those who own Flutterwave, it is the same Bosun Tijani with his faculty and facility in Yaba that they all passed through. So when I met him and I discussed this idea, he didn't believe I would be that committed. But one thing I noticed from him is the fact that beyond the fact that he was trying to be entrepreneurial, make money out of what he was doing, he was particular about social capital. That look, all of these things that they are doing, people pay for it. People pay for it. But he also believes that it is a revolution. It is a time in the life of nations that Nigeria should not miss out of. So his search was looking for somebody who will be committed to take this thing to communities and also champion it. And he said he never found anybody. And this was a conversation on the phone because he was based in England. That is where well, as at that time, he operated from England. But he had created footprints in Nigeria, in Botswana, in Kenya, in Kigali, and in England. So you can see a young man. This guy, as we speak today, I'm not sure he's still up to 45. You understand? So when I told him, he didn't believe that. Of course, he was. I think he was. Assuming me from a point of view of a politician. And I was just wondering in my mind, if only this guy, if only he knows about my own background. I know that the intangible education, continuous education, is what matters in the life of a nation. So eventually we agreed, and to my surprise and to believe him, you know, he sent me a proposal that had also kind of surveyed Ikorodu as a place to start from. This is a guy that I was just meeting, but he had set up a proposal. So don't let us make that mistake. As we do all of the things we do, we must invest heavily in the future of technology, in the lives of our young people. It is very, very important. We can't afford, we missed out on the industrial revolution. We cannot afford to miss out on the digital revolution that is going on. So we have got to, and this is part of the engagement. So if you saw the president, you know, appointed somebody like Bosun Tijani as the Minister of Technology and Digital Economy. This is the reason. Alailua, that's our Baba. Abeniza, that's our new Baba. Kabesi. Thank you, Baba. Baba. Alailua, Baba. Alailua, Alailua. Ashe Baba. Ashe Baba. Ashe Baba. Ashe Baba.
Senator, ọmọ Senator Abiru. Senator, ọmọ Senator.
Ashe sir.
Bí ká ìlú Adétòkunbọ̀ ṣe ń rí.
Ashe Baba. That's our Baba, the Kabiyesi of Imota. Baba. Welcome, sir. Thank you very much. So, please, I am appealing. We hold this. Yes, Lagos State is trying. But we need to, just like the way we have been punched there, to go from just mere 30 with 100 and 200 and eat 4,000. Where is the commissioner? I can't see the commissioner again. So, the commissioner is a bold move, and you have just got to be on board. You are doing a great job, no doubt about it, but it's important that I mention it. Then I'm happy to also say, because people have accused me, that yes, you have just, concentrated this thing in Ikorodu. Again, where else do you expect me to start from? But let me say here that, beyond here, and Commissioner, you can ask the Commissioner for Basic Education. My own alma mater, that's Government College Ikorodu, turned 50 about a month. The Government College, we turned 50 about 2 months ago. An annex of this place has been set up there by the courtesy of Sale Foundation. So we have also done that. So we are gradually reaching out. And it's for the benefit of the senior students and the teachers. And again, and the teachers. So the teachers, see, if you go to Government College, Eric Moore today, you will see a mini version, another center that is close to this, not as big as this, completed. And we are going to make sure that by latest in the new year, at least we have another. Latest in the new year, at least we have another outpost there. So for those who are around that area, at least we will moderate the distance. So those are the things that we have, gradually. The cost of running all of these things, I must confess, because when you set it up, like I said, you have got to give it the highest standard, both in terms of not only the physical structure, but in terms of all of the digital components that you need to put there, free Wi-Fi, electricity, and all of that. So that is also on course. So as I've said that, let me now just wrap up by first extending our gratitude to all our various partners and stakeholders. I think it's important. So I extend heartfelt appreciation to MTN Foundation once again for their support, both materially, and as I extend that, I also look forward to other compliments as we move forward in the new year. This is not a matter of Oliver Twist. No, we're in this together. I'm happy. You are happy with what you have seen. And I'm also comforted that the fact that you also have an assessment model or medium with which you assess what you do. And I want to assure you that we're not going to fall short. So I want to say thank you very much. Then also, I must also acknowledge CCO as represented by Timothy here. They have been worthy partners. As much as we pay is not free. So, but whichever way, for your commitment, dedication, and also encouragement, and all of the support you give, we say a big thank you to you. Thank you very much. And I must not, as I thank CCO, but I must also thank Deji Abisola, that's the Chief Impact Officer. He has been resolved in making sure that he dedicated his time and energy to this cause. So I thank him as well. Now, and of course, I must also appreciate all of the support staff.
Pattern of just empowering materially. And at the end of the day, the quantum of materials that has been dished out to elevate our people from poverty level still remain very, very low. Because as they collect the empowerment with one hand, they sell it out almost immediately. So the impact of this sort of empowerment, both at the local government level, House of Assembly, and a host of others, they have dished out to the members of the public, is not really being reflective of our society today. But with what Senator Abiru has decided in doing, is empowering the people, preparing the people for the future to become employer of labor. I visited his factory immediately after our end of term, and what I saw in his furniture company being managed by Madam, you will not believe this is happening here in Ikorodu. And I can see now why Ikorodu has decided to support All Progressive Congress massively. God Almighty will continue to be with you. You are playing your part, building the future, making sure that one day, all of us will be called upon to come and give account of our stewardship. Not over there alone, but right here. But you can beat your chest as far as East Senatorial District is concerned and walk around. That's all that, yes, I'll be able to make an impact in the lives of the people of East Senatorial District. God Almighty will continue to be with you, both materially and developing human capital. I think you have done very, very well. And I can assure you the party is strongly in support of what we are doing. We have just completed the assessment of local government performance in the last 3 years. The report will soon be made public after proper presentation to the Governance Advisory Council. A similar thing will come up. By the time the House of Assembly members spend 2 or 3 years in office, we set out again to assess their performance. The same thing with National Assembly, to really evaluate what they are doing. Are they in tandem with the philosophy of our party? So today, I'm delighted, and I want to say I'm proud to associate with you that you are a product of All Progressive Congress. God Almighty will continue to be with you. To the teachers, you can see here is Lagos. You can see what our senator is doing. You can see what our party is doing. Lagos State happens to be the first state to embrace and elevate the status of teachers, giving them the opportunity to rise to a permanent secretary in the service of Lagos State. It's an encouragement for you to do more, and your reward is here on earth. God Almighty will continue to be with you. To those of us that are APC members, here we are. If you see any member of our party doing good, let us say it. It is only we that can blow our trumpet by ourselves. Nobody else will do it. I want to urge you that as members of All Progressive Congress, continue to give the necessary support to Senator Abiru, and you have more of the dividends of democracy. Before I wrap it up, I am delighted to let you know, those of you that are APC members here, we are starting our LGA meeting and world meeting, 27th and 29th of this particular month. Make sure you attend and register your attendance as members of All Progressive Congress. And those who are yet to belong, tell them what Abiru is doing. And as soon as they join us, they will be able to have it. Thank you and God bless you.
Let's give a resounding round of applause to Pastor Cornelius Ojelabi, who's the chairman, APC Lagos State. Let's give it up. Let's give a resounding round of applause for him. Let's give a resounding round of applause for him. I believe we can do better than that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. In another 2 minutes.
Also, we have in our midst today, Comrade Akintoye Azan, the Lagos State Chairman, Nigerian Union of Teachers. Thank you very much. So we also recognize Honorable Sarumi Sharif, who is, of course, the APC Chairman Ijede LCD. You also recognize as well. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. As we proceed, we want to quickly invite the Commissioner for Tertiary Education. Ladies and gentlemen, join me to welcome Honorable Tolani Sule as he gives a congratulatory message to the teachers. You're very welcome, sir.
I want to seek for the permission of the distinguished senators to allow me rely on well-established protocol that has been done by the party chairman. First and foremost, I will want to thank the party chairman for the opportunity given to me to be part of this gathering today. The distinguished senator, sir, it has been for about 1 week now that the chairman has insisted that I must attend this program. He said we'll be coming together, that from his trip to Abuja, I must block him and be part of this, not knowing that he's really coming to expose me to wonderful project and program that is going on in this hub of Lagos State. Let me first and foremost congratulate our distinguished senator for this project and the program. The extent a nation goes is the function of the quality of education they have. Again, the extent of the education system is equally the function of the quality of teachers we have. Even where we put children under the tree in the care of well-groomed, well-motivated teachers, the students will do very well. And that is what Lagos State government is really pursuing. As we are upgrading physical infrastructure, we are equally upgrading the quality of our teachers, particularly in the area of digital, to be in line with the latest era of digital revolution, as emphasized by our distinguished senator. Yes, we just need to thank you, like the party's chairman said, for taking this route in your mode of empowerment. And I want to assure you that many things I have heard from you here, and one of it is making the environment very attractive and comfortable. We have these ideas, this kind of infrastructures here and there, owned by the state, run by the state, but I know little things that I have seen, heard, and will copy from here that will be deployed into our present system. For this, we thank you, and we will ask for more. There must be more collaborations. We can go further down. I have seen what CC Hub is doing. I've heard a lot about them. We are going to escalate all that we have heard and seen here to the government policy to ensure that our teachers are compliant in the area of digitalization. Your state governor, our state governor, the head of our government in Lagos State, is doing very well. He's a digital person too. Like we have the digital governor, we are the digital senator. Our governor is equally digital governor. We were together at the Yaba College of Technology early this week, and all what he is saying is that we want to promote Lagos State to the human capital of Nigeria, where whoever that want to seek for knowledge in the area of digitalization, in the area of modern learning and the rest of it, will come to Lagos. All this is what we are seeing being done by one person. We are seeing it in our senator. And Mr. Party Chairman, sir, thank God you are seeing it, you are appreciating it. The quality of representation, we must begin to look at it. We must be critical about it. It is not by fun. It is not by accident. It is by his background. It is by his capability. So we can put small and expect big. Because we have put small into Lagos East, that is why we are reaping very big. We thank everybody, particularly the graduating teachers, like our sister from MTN said that share all that you have learned here. You have to escalate it when you get to your various schools. Share this idea. All that you have learned, share it with other teachers that have not gotten the opportunity of attending this program. To all of us that are here, we need to thank our senator and pray for him, for God to continue to empower him, strengthen him, so that Lagos East will be bigger. Lagos State will be the biggest in Nigeria, and all of us will be good for it. Thank you for this opportunity.
I believe we can do better than that. I believe we can do better than that. Thank you so much to our Commissioner, Tertiary Education, in person of Honorable Tolani Sule. Thank you so much once again, sir. So as we proceed, we would be having some teachers project showcase videos, and then to help us facilitate that session, I want to quickly bring up Ms. Shalom once again. Let's appreciate her once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we have heard the teachers speak. Right about now, they will be making some physical presentations. But first, I want us to keep our eyes glued to the screen as we watch a video. After that, we'll have some teachers come up to make a presentation. Thank you. Please, a round of applause for them.
Farming systems are essential for food production and sustainability. Traditional farming systems focus on local practices and biodiversity. Modern farming systems leverage technology for increased efficiency. Sustainable farming practices aim to balance productivity and environmental health. Climate change poses significant challenges to farming systems worldwide. Organic farming emphasizes natural processes, while conventional relies on synthetic inputs. Agroecology integrates ecological principles into agricultural practices. Permaculture offers a holistic approach to sustainable land use. The future of farming systems will depend on innovation and adaptability. Innovation in agriculture is crucial for addressing global food security. Farming systems are essential for food production and sustainability.
Right now, we'd have a physical presentation. Our teachers have spoken a lot about inquiry-based learning. So you would see a physical presentation of what a typical class session with inquiry-based learning is all about. Please, a round of applause for Adebowale, Yekini, and Mercy. Please come up, come up.
Good morning, Alayelua. Good morning, Your Majesties. Good morning, Senator. Good afternoon, Senator Abiru. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, my fellow teachers. We are here representing non-STEM Group 2. And as we are here like this, we assume that everybody here is our students. We are in the classroom. So please follow through with what we have you. So good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, students. All right, so if you're happy to be in this class today, say yeah, yeah. Thank you. So I'm sure you enjoyed our last class, right? So today we have a very, very interesting topic for you. And we'll be showing you pictures and video to help you better understand the concepts we'll be learning today. So I want you to sit back and pay attention. Bring out your pen and your books. And should in case you have any question while we are teaching here, just put down the questions. We'll attend to the questions at the end of the class. Are you with me? All right. Now, have you ever wondered how people in the olden days moved from one place to another? I know you were not there, but I want you to imagine what life looked like in the olden days. How do people in those era move from one place to another? Anybody in the class? Okay, Sade. Trekking. Okay, that's awesome. Trekking. Any other person?
Use their donkeys and horses.
So BC said they use their donkey. That's correct. So people in the olden days move from one place to another by walking, by trekking, and some of those that have the resources use their donkeys. Thank you. Now we know that. Okay. Now we know that the major occupation in the olden days is farming. Even if you are not there, your grandfather or your grandmother must have told you that the major occupation was farming. After they farm and get their produce from the farm, how do you think they move their farm product to the market? How do you think they move their farm product to the market? Anybody in the class? Anybody in the class? Shade, Grace, I know you are here. BC, Adebowale, Michael. How do people in the olden days move their farm produce from the farm to the markets?
On their head.
I would like to hear from you.
They put it on their heads and carry it to the market.
Thank you, Grace. That's awesome. That's wonderful. Class, can you give me a round of applause? Good. So if they don't put it on their head, how do they also do this? Let's say they have a large quantity of goods they have to move to the market. How would they do it? Michael, I really like to hear from you in this class. You've been silent.
Through the donkeys, they can put it at
Awesome, awesome. Through the donkey. Through the donkey. So they're leading the donkeys with their goods and they move them to the market. That's very good of you. Now, I'm sure that you know this is Lagos State. And life does not end in Lagos State. So we are in the 21st century where we move from one place to another. Have you ever traveled to another city? Have you? Good. If you've done that, how did you go? How did you move from Lagos State to the other cities that you went to?
I've done that before, through road, by road.
Thank you, Michael. Through the road. Any other person in the class?
Through the train.
Through the train. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I go through the water.
Oh, Grace, you went through the water. Thank you. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Good. So I will hand over to Mr. Ekini now. He will take you through the rest of the class. Sit back and enjoy. Thank you, students.
All right, students, if you have been enjoying Mrs. Shofela so far, can you do like this? Can you do like this if you have been enjoying Mrs. Shofela? All right, good to have you in class today. So we continue. Of course, I like the fact that you have been making this class engaging. Please, a round of applause for yourself. A round of applause for yourself. All right, please look at the screen as we look at the first activity. Let's look at the first activity. Can we see the screen, please? The first activity. Okay, we have image A, B, and C. Carefully observe the images and then we answer the questions that follow. Now look at the first question. What is the name of the images in A, B, and C? Anyone? From what you have discussed so far? Okay. Let's have...
In our area, we call it Molue.
Please, let's give her a resounding clap. Molue. Mole, this is a typical Ajegunle girl. Fantastic.
It's a school bus.
He must have gone to Ajebo school. In our own time, we don't use school bus. Very good. Very good. Okay. What about the second image? The second image. The second image is what? Sheep. Fantastic. And the third one? The third one is an aeroplane. Fantastic. Please give it to yourself. Give it to yourself. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right. Right now, let me also ask you, can we state the uses of the images A, B, and C? Can we state the uses? Can we state the uses? Yes. John?
Transportation.
Transportation. Yes. Any other person?
To move from one place to the other.
To move from one place to the other. Awesome. To move from one place to the other. That is very good. Quickly, let's look at this other question in activity 2 quickly. Now, state the places where they are used. Now, from what you have said, you see that we have what? Someone mentioned water. You have the one that you use on the road. And you mentioned aeroplane, image C. Where? In the air. Fantastic. Now, students, let me quickly ask you. From the discussion so far, what do you think is the topic of this lesson?
Transportation.
Transportation. Good. Any other attempt? Movement. Please, let's give her a clap. Movement. We have to, someone said transportation. Then Elizabeth said movement. That is very good. Now, you are very correct. The topic this afternoon is transportation. Can you repeat that?
Transportation.
Can you repeat that?
Transportation.
If there is nothing you get today, just look at me, everybody. What am I doing? I'm moving from one place to another. That is transportation. Now, from the images, can you quickly tell me the means or the types of transportation that you think we can have from the images? By road, that is road.
Road transportation.
Road transportation, yes.
Air transportation.
Air transportation.
Water.
Water transportation. Very good. Road, air, and water. And I believe you can give examples of those things that can be used. Awesome. Now, there is one particular type that I need to quickly let you know. Have you ever imagined how we move, countries move petrol or liquid items from one place to another? Have you ever imagined that? Have you ever imagined? Okay, pick your pen and your book and add this. You know, this liquid and gases, they are moved by through pipeline. Under the ground, through pipeline. So we have pipeline transportation. Can you repeat that?
Pipeline transportation.
Transportation, fantastic. So the next time we are going on a journey, if we don't go by road, we go by what? Or air. A round of applause for yourself. All right, let me just give Mrs. Shofela 30 seconds to just share one or two things. How this topic is related to your real life, you know, to our real life, our daily life.
Thank you, Mr. Yakini. Students, are you seeing the class? All right. So this topic has everything to do with your day-to-day life. Everything to do with everything happening around you. Now, have you ever bought any good that is not made from Nigeria? Have you? Okay, yeah. So what label or what name did you find in the label? What name?
Made in China. Made in China.
Made in China, you see, made in Turkey and all. This is one of the ways in which transportation has helped our society. Countries move their goods to other countries through transportation. I remember, I want you to remember the last inter-house sport that we had. A student got injured in that inter-house sport and needs to be moved to the hospital very, very quickly with the head of a car that has all the equipment in it. Can you tell me with what this student will be moved to the hospital?
The ambulance.
Thank you, the ambulance. So transportation also aids public safety. It helps in emergency situations. Now, I want to tell you that you can become something through transportation too. You can pick up a career in transportation. So I want you to close your eyes and imagine what you can do with transportation as a career. You can open your eyes now. I'm sure you have something in mind. Yes, BC?
I can be a pilot.
Good. BC can be a pilot. What do pilots do, BC?
They used to fly the aeroplane.
Oh, they fly the aeroplane. Shade?
I can be a sailor.
Shade wants to be a sailor.
Driver.
Good. Larry wants to be a driver. Awesome. Now, it's not limited to those careers alone. We have the aeronautic engineers who repairs engine in aircrafts. We also have the mechanical engineer who repair motors, tricycles, and others. So I'm sure that with this, you have various options to explore when you want to travel to any other location next time. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you very much, students, for listening. And before we go, sing along with me. You know, we are going to mention some of these careers, and then we are going to mention some of these means of transportation. Then you fill the gap on what is needed. It's a common nursery rhyme. So the song is this. If I have a car, I will employ
a driver.
Employ a driver. Employ a
driver.
If I have a plane, I will employ
a pilot.
Employ
a pilot.
If I have a ship, I will employ
a sailor.
Employ
a sailor.
Employ a
sailor.
That is wonderful. Now, please, students, give yourself a thunderous clap. Thank you. See you in the next class.
Thank you so much, Mercy and Yekin. Please, a round of applause for them. So they just took us through inquiry-based learning, and I'm sure we had a good time. Thank you so much. So right now, of course, in every journey, we have people who get to the finish line, we have people who stop halfway, and we have people who do not make it at all. So right now, we'll be listening to the valedictorians. By that, I mean the top performing teachers across the 4 groups. Now, it will interest you to know that some of them came in from Kaduna. This is a round of applause. 2 of them came in from Kaduna, 1 came in from Ondo, and 1 is here in Lagos. So let's give it up for Mr. Manasseh Mba as he comes up. Manasseh is from Kaduna. Please, a round of applause. Teachers, keep clapping. You should cheer them up. Who knows, next time you can be a valedictorian. So yeah, over to you.
Good day, Your Excellency, distinguished Senator, our royal fathers present, all other invited guests, and my fellow graduates. As we come to the end of this workshop, I want to take a moment to reflect on what an inspiring and productive experience it has been. We came together as educators, each of us passionate about making a difference in our students' lives. And over the past 4 months, we have not only expanded our skills, but also shared in the joys, challenges, and insights that come with this training. Personally, this workshop training has been very impactful. The training has made me a better teacher by exposing me to innovative methods of teaching, which before now I was not aware of. From the rich WhatsApp lessons to hands-on practical activities on inquiry-based learning methodology, I have had the opportunity to learn, unlearn, and relearn in ways that I believe will profoundly impact how I teach and how my students learn. At the heart of the inquiry-based learning methodology, we were introduced to the use of FET interactive simulations as a digital tool for effective lesson delivery. Out of curiosity, I stumbled on a workshop training on FET interactive simulation for STEM educators. I registered for the course on Coursera, passed the quizzes, and to God be the glory, I'm not only a SEL Teachers Fellowship graduate, but also a certified first-time educator. This achievement was made possible because of my facilitator, Mr. John Clinton, for his inspiring, engaging lessons. Sir, I want to say a very thank you. From the first phase to the second phase of the training, each session reminded me of the power of education to transform lives. I have been transformed and equipped with the right digital skills that would enable me to perform better as a teacher. The challenge that lies ahead of us as SEL fellows is on implementation of what we have learned in our various schools. Some of us teach in rural areas where there are no internet connectivity or digital tools to help us teach our students effectively. Let us not be discouraged and allow the essence of this training, which is to improve the quality of education in Nigeria, to be defeated. I hope that as we return to our respective schools, we carry forward the skills, ideas, and connections we have made here. Let us continue to uplift each other and inspire the next generation. I would like to express my deepest appreciation to the sponsors, Cell Innovation Lab, Co-Creation Hub, MTN Foundation, my facilitators, and everyone behind the scenes who have made this workshop possible. Your dedication to quality education is what makes this gathering like this a truly impactful one. Thank you all, and may God bless us all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Manasseh. Please a round of applause for him. Okay, so right about now, I'll be calling up the next valedictorian, Asma'u Adamu Yakubu from Government Basic Education School, Banawa, all the way from Kaduna. Please a round of applause for her.
Hi, everyone. I'm so nervous standing in presence of all these dignitaries here. And all this is thanks to SAIL. Thank you very much. Standing on existing protocol, I want to start by, okay, let me start by greeting. The nerves are just there. Good day, esteemed guests, my facilitators, my mentors, my colleagues, and my fellow graduates. It's with immense gratitude and humility I stand before you today as the valedictorian of the non-STEM Group 1 of the SAIL Teachers Fellowship cohort. This moment is not just a celebration of individual achievement, but it is a testament to the collective effort, growth, and resilience of every educator that is here. When we began this journey, many of us didn't know what to expect, especially me. We were eager, yet very uncertain, and inspired yet aware of challenges ahead. What brought us together was our shared commitment to making a difference in the lives of our students and communities. Through the phases of this fellowship, we have learned, we have relearned, and we have unlearned. We've been challenged to think critically, to innovate, that's the most important one, to innovate and to lead with purpose. Whether it was mastering new teaching strategies, navigating collaborative projects, or stepping out of our comfort zones to embrace leadership roles. This experience has been very transformative. Personally speaking, I have this phobia for use of technology, but this program has helped me overcome my phobia. Thank you very much. Yet, like any worthwhile journey, it was not without its challenges. Balancing the demands of the fellowship with our responsibilities as teachers was no easy feat. There were moments where deadlines felt overwhelming or when we doubted our ability to implement what we were learning. I remember nights where I had to stay till like 1 a.m. just to do my assignment, and I'll be like, what kind of thing is this? But I knew I wanted to achieve something at the end, so I pushed myself to do it. Now, through it all, we found strength in each other and in the unwavering support of our mentors and our facilitators. Thank you very much. And one of the most profound learnings I've learned during this fellowship is that teaching is not just about imparting knowledge. It's about inspiring change. And we want to inspire this change in our future generation. It's about creating spaces where students feel valued, they feel heard and empowered to achieve their full potentials. These skills and knowledge we've gained here will undoubtedly, thank you, I'm very nervous. These skills and knowledge we've gained here will undoubtedly ripple through our classrooms and beyond, transforming lives in ways we may not yet fully comprehend. To our facilitators and mentors, thank you for believing in us, for pushing us to do better, and for equipping us with the tools to excel. Your dedication has left a lasting imprint on each of us. To my fellow graduates, thank you for your camaraderie, your ideas, and your encouragement. Thank you very much. Together, we have built a community of educators who are committed to excellence and innovation. Everybody here can testify to that. As we leave here today, let us remember that this is not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter. We are now equipped not only to lead, but to inspire and to advocate for meaningful change in education. Let us carry forward the vision of the SAIL Teachers Fellowship and continue to uplift and empower those we serve. In closing, I want to share a quote that inspired me throughout this journey. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. This quote was said by Nelson Mandela. Let us use what we've learned to be change makers. Our world so desperately needs. Our most profound gratitude goes to our honorable sponsors. Senator Abiru Innovation Lab. Those of you who don't know the meaning of SAIL, I am telling you today, you should put it in your head so that anywhere you hear Senator Abiru Innovation Lab, you can say, yes, he has made a change in my life. He has made a change in the life of our future generations. Co-Creation Hub, thank you very much. MTN Foundation, thank you so much for availing us with this opportunity. Congratulations to all the SAIL fellows. The future of education is in our hands. And have no doubt that it is very bright. Thank you very much.
A round of applause for her once again. Now, it will interest you to know that the first two valedictorians came all the way from Kaduna. Some of them have not been to Lagos for the first time, all sponsored by the organizers. Now, I think they need another round of applause. Okay, right about now, we hear from Susan Adeshola. 2 minutes, please, Susan, hurry up. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sirs and ma'ams. I'm going to stand on the existing protocol. My name is Ogunpayin Susan Adeshola from Local Government Primary School, Okeshagun, Ipaja, Limosho, Lagos State. I'm a member of SAIL Teacher Non-STEM Group 2. Today, I stand before you as a proud participant in SAIL Teacher Fellowship 2024, a journey that has transformed both my teaching approach and my perspective on education. As this fellowship draws to a close, I find myself reflecting on the profound changes I've experienced over the past several months. When I first embarked on this program, I did so with an open mind, eager to explore new techniques and tools that will enhance my teaching. What I've gained, however, goes far beyond just knowledge. It has been an evolution in how I approach my learners, my lessons, and my role as an educator. One of the most significant takeaways for me has been the introduction of inquiry-based learning, which has reshaped my classroom dynamics. I learned how to foster a more interactive, student-centered environment that encourages critical thinking and problem-solving. Additionally, I've become proficient with a variety of digital tools, such as the Google Meet, Google Docs, and Google Slides, which have allowed me to bring more creativity and engagement into my lessons. This fellowship has also given me the invaluable opportunity to collaborate with exceptional colleagues, share insights, and learn from the collective wisdom of this community. Interestingly, I was opportune to teach fellow teachers in the presence of superiors from the Education Board. I made use of my skill and knowledge acquired over the course of our training. They were all thrilled to learn new approach. I proudly told them it's IBL. I will continue to use the method in my classroom. I would like to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to the organizers and sponsors of the SAIL Teachers Fellowship, SAIL Innovative Lab, Co-Creation Hub, and MTN. I want to say a special thank you to you. Then another special thank you to my facilitator, Mrs. Ogunyenka Oyindamola. She made sure she brought out the best in us. And I also appreciate Ms. Shalom, whose guidance and dedication have been instrumental in our success. Finally, to all the behind-the-scenes heroes who made the program possible, I express my deepest appreciation. Thank you all for making this transformative experience a reality.
Thank you so much. A round of applause for her. Yes, just before we hear from the final valedictorian, just to remind you that this program was for fully public primary and secondary school teachers across the Federation. I think it's a good time to clap. Mr. Brian, please come up and let's have your speech. 2 minutes, please. Mr. Brian from Ondo State.
Standing on the existing protocol, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I say good afternoon to every one of you. Every beginning has an end, and every end is a new beginning. I am Brian Sikak Anthony, a social studies teacher at Community Comprehensive High School in Ayediogbese, Akure North, Ondo State, and a member of Senator Abiru Innovative Lab, Sales Teachers Fellowship, Non-STEM, Group 6, respectively, Group 3, 2 terms Valedictorian. As today marks the end of the Sales Teachers Fellowship 2024 training program, I want to take a moment to reflect on how this experience has profoundly impacted my life since its inception. Over the past 4 months, I have gained not just knowledge, but also valuable skills that have shaped my perspective and approach to teaching methodologies, particularly through the introduction of inquiry-based learning, IBL. I have developed essential skills using various tools and applications to enhance teaching and learning, including Google Meet, Google Docs, Google Slide, Google Sheets, and 2D animation. I have also learned new concepts such as innovative careers, learning management systems, text animation, the culture of error, phishing and password security, and misinformation, understanding and identifying new accuracy. Furthermore, I have applied the knowledge and skills acquired during this training to my teaching, making my class more interactive, impactful, and lively. This has greatly helped my students develop their critical thinking and has provided me with the opportunity to collaborate with great minds and colleagues in academia. In conclusion, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to the founder of Sales Teachers Fellowship Foundation, Senator Mukai Adetokunbo Abiru, and co-sponsors of this transformative program, Sale Innovation Lab, Sale Empowerment Foundation, Co-Creation Hub, and MTN Foundation. I extend my gratitude to my esteemed facilitators, Oluwa Tobiloba Babatunde, Aminabola Lawa et al., as well as everyone who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure the success of this program. You are all greatly appreciated. Thank you all, and God bless you all.
We can give a resounding round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, thank you so much to our valedictorians. So very quickly, we just want to have very quick photographs with the valedictorians, and then I would also call the order. So the first order of photographs we would love to have, photographs with the Senator, Senator Adetokunbo, and his amiable wife as well. Then we would also have with the valedictorians. So can we have Senator and his wife quickly come off stage, and then we have the valedictorians as well join in. So let's quickly do that, please. Let's quickly do that. Thank you. Can someone quickly help? So move the stage. So immediately after the Senator, his wife, and the valedictorians, the next we'll be having the Executive Director, MTN Foundation, Mrs. Odunayo, joining the photograph, but that will be after this particular photograph. Photographers, are we good? Are we good? All right, thank you. Can we have the Executive Director, MTN Foundation, Mrs. Odwanyo, join in? And then after this, we're going to be having Mr. Deji join in, and then also representative of CC Hub in person of Timothy Aluko joining this photograph. Very quickly, please. All right, after this, can we have the valedictorians alone? Okay. All right, sir.
So at this point, I'll just take charge for about 2 minutes. So, Alailua, join us, our Bawa, no, Baba Gule, Ejama Bosa, Chairman Party, Baba Emabosa, Commissioner for Education. So, for this,
Valedictorians, we can leave, please. We can leave. Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
You
You can just stand in
after
front.
this one, you take over.
All right, sir. Before I even mention that. Just bringing it. That's after this. Yes. Yes.
Education practices.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Our Excellencies. Thank you, Our Excellencies. Please, we would want to have one more group photograph with the senator, the senator's wife. Thank you so much, our distinguished guests, Our Excellencies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the contribution so far. Thank you for the congratulatory messages, the goodwill messages.
Timothy. Timothy. Are you Aluko? Okay, who is Aluko?
All right, we want to have one final photograph, please. We want to have Senator Abiru and his wife again. We would also have the commissioner. We would also have Mr. Deji, and then also Timothy Aluko and Chinelo Apan, who happens to be the education practice lead, CC Hub.
All right, so we'll be proceeding now, but before I call up teachers to share impact stories, we would want to thank the Honorable Commissioner of Basic and Secondary Education, ably represented by Mrs. Adenike, Tutor General, Permanent Secretary, Education District 2. Thank you so much, ma'am. So right about now, we'd hear from teachers. So like we established earlier, we had this fellowship in 2 phases. So we'd hear from participants from the first phase, and we'll hear from participants from the second phase. Just share their story. So right about now, let's hear from Mr. Damilola. Please hurry up. You just have 2 minutes. Keep to time. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, our indefatigable Senator, paramount rulers, invited guests, and my fellow graduates. My name is Owoyomi Damilola. I teach at Nawawi Senior High School, Ebutemeta, District 4, and I'm also one of the beneficiaries of this program. So while many of my colleagues have spoken on what they learned, I want to focus more on the implementation of these things in the classroom. I teach biology, and I must say that based on everything I've learned in this program, we have shifted from the era of memorizing to the era of discovery. My students can now, on their own, discover things and also interpret what they have discovered based on the level of curiosity that we have been able to discover to raise in the classroom. And it has helped my students to develop their core science skills like discovery, like experimenting, like measurement. And apart from their science process skills, it has also helped to develop life skills like communication, comprehension, and also leadership, because whatever they have discovered, they are coming back to the class to come and discuss with the rest of the class. And I must say that these teachings, these lessons has really helped and has improved the overall quality of education in my own classroom. And on behalf of my students who are the beneficiaries, the major beneficiaries of this program, I want to say thank you to SAIL Empowerment Hub. I want to say thank you to CC Hub, and I want to say thank you to MTN Foundation.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Damilola. So right about now, we'd have gift presentation to our valedictorians. So valedictorians, please come up. And for these gifts, we have 2 items from our sponsors, and we have a laptop from SAIL Empowerment Foundation, and we have MTN MiFi from MTN Foundation. You guys are not clapping enough. Please cheer them on, cheer them on. Okay, so we want to invite Dr. Said to come present the gifts. Valedictorians, where are you? Thank you, sir.
of course, there won't be a better gift to reward this effort of also ensuring that you continue in the journey of your career. And I think from what you have done today, as educators, I agree that of all the factors that affect teaching and learning, teacher, that's very important. I would say the most important factor of teaching and learning. And on the basis of that, the sale, courtesy of our distinguished senator, is making a presentation of the laptop, of course, and the bag, so that we know the content. And I think I will invite the distinguished senator so that you have a handshake, as you have that, with a picture. And of course, what is here, so that you don't think you don't think what we have here is a bag of cash. Aha. This is a broadband, a Wi-Fi from MTN, in addition to that. So, congratulations. And I want the distinguished senator to come forward and have just a handshake as you receive this. Yes.
I think it will be more. So thank you, Dr. Said. But I also would like to invite Odunayo of MTN, and of course our royal father, the Alailua of the Ikorodu division, to also join us in the presentation of this gift. Thank you very much.
Yes. For each person, can you just step forward to have this? So I will invite the chairman of the party and our revered Baba Ogunleye, Prince Abiodun Ogunleye, His Excellency, to also step forward and make this presentation. Thank you. And Madam, Mrs. Abiru, please. I want the commissioner to step forward also and be a part of this. The last one. I want our Royal Majesties to also join in this. Thank you, sirs. Thank you. That's all.
All right, thank you so much. Can we appreciate our excellencies and appreciate the valedictorians as they make way to their seats? And at this point, we'll be inviting Okay, we'll be inviting the education practice lead, CC Hub, in person of Chinelo Akpan, to come give a congratulatory message to the valedictorians. Please let's give a round of applause as we appreciate her. She comes up. Thank you, ma.
Hello, everyone. All protocols duly observed. My name is Chinyelu Akpa, and I lead the education practice lead at Co-Creation Hub. And it is indeed an honor to be here. I'd like to say thank you, everyone who has taken out time from their very busy schedules to be here. And I'd like to just quickly tell us why what we do is very important. You know about the first, second, third industrial revolutions, and now we've gotten to the fourth industrial revolution. And the driver for this revolution is technology. And when you think about development across various ecosystems, across various countries, what is making them grow is how they have been able to implement or tweak technology and using that to drive innovation. Then you think about development also. When you think about any country that is doing well, you have only one place to check. You look at the education sector. When you think about why people are currently leaving Nigeria in droves, the fuel for it is better education, right? And we know that we cannot begin to talk about better education without our teachers. And that is why for us at Co-Creation Hub, we do not joke with education. And I want to say a very big thank you to the senator who brought into the vision that we had to use technology to improve learning outcomes. And the partnership with MTN Foundation that gave us a level playing field to engage with 4,000 teachers across Nigeria. I want to tell you that it was no dim feat. We had meetings and meetings, changing our plans, and we are finally here. We haven't done this on this scale before. So we have done different cohorts of trainings, 1,000, at a go, 2,000, 700. In fact, we started training teachers on this magnitude during COVID. So it was, in fact, before COVID, so it was the test for us. And we are not stopping here. It is 4,000 today. It is another 10,000 in the coming months. It is 100,000 in the next year. And I'd like to say that for you, the teachers, the ball is right now in your courts. There is no time to begin to blame the government or the system for what they have not done or what you want them to do. You have been equipped with the best form of teaching methodology. You have been equipped with a community of teachers just like you who understand what it means to be a teacher in Nigeria. And right now, you have all it takes to unlock the future of education in Nigeria. On this note, I would like to say that Co-Creation Hub is now inducting you formally into our teachers community of over 10,000 teachers in Africa. This community is going to support you with other teachers like you who understand what it means to use technology for learning. We've had teachers who have traveled outside Nigeria, down to the Netherlands, and they have learnt from other people who are doing exceptionally good work in education. It could be you next. So please, we welcome you formally to the CC Hub Teachers Community, fondly called the Teachers Lounge. And as we always do, we know that the experience is going to follow you wherever you are in Nigeria. Thank you so much, Senator, and thank you, everyone.
Can we appreciate her better, please? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor to welcome or to respectfully call on our revered royal father, the Anyogbure of Ikorodu, and the paramount ruler of Ikorodu Division, His Royal Majesty Engineer Kapil Adewale Shotobi, for a short congratulatory message, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, the royal fathers in attendance, all my distinguished senators, our papa, former deputy governor of Center of Excellence, my graduates, I want to congratulate you. I want to sincerely congratulate you. And I want you to know what my involvement with digital experience. Few months ago, about September, I traveled to US. I bought the ticket about 11 million plus. And I got there just to sign an agreement. And they said, Kabiesi, why did you come? I said, to come and sign an agreement. They said, no, you can sign it in Nigeria. You don't need to come. Now, on Monday, they sent me another papers. They asked me through my email, they asked me to sign. And I said, where am I going to sign? And I made photocopies of it. I asked my PA, go and make photocopies. Let me sign, and I will send it back to them. They rejected it and sent it back, that I should go through the system and I should be able to sign. Then I read through it, and I started punching. I only used my fingers to sign my signature. And I gave it to my wife to sign the same thing. And we sent it to them. They said, document completed. That was the reply. And that was the era of technology. What I have spent 11 million, that's just the flight. Not to talk of accommodations, and say extra stays in there and all whatnot, that I don't need to leave my bedroom to sign that document. And that is what you are all getting on a platter of gold. To pass through this hub in Ikorodu. Ikorodu have been known for many years, is on a truncated road. We have industrial revolution that time, ITC and all whatnot. But now, Senator Abiru and his wife has magnanimously made us proud in Ikorodu division. Make us proud, and many people are jealousy. And that is why I said we have done this for them in my brother, and then my distinguished chairman of the party, and they were contented. Ikorodu will continue to lead. I want to congratulate you for this. That is my personal experience. And I can say that all the students you are going to teach, they won't fall victim of all this. May God be with you. My tertiary commissioner, we want to impart and assist you. You have a university in Ikorodu. The university is enrolling more than 4,500 pupils, students in a year. There is no common hostel accommodation. No hostel accommodation. I've heard what you want to tell me. You are planning, we are doing this, we are doing that. I am asking. It is not even your land. It was encroached by the university into this family land. I have written severally to your office. I am not getting response. I am not getting it. We in Ikorodu want to assist you to build hostel accommodation. And that hostel accommodation we want to build to save them, these students, from embarrassment, harassment from the community. Let us assist you. Like my senator have been assisting. And that is what his forefathers have been doing in Ikorodu. I'm not surprised. And we will continue to do it. We want to emulate and continue to do the same. Give us the chance to assist the university, and it will help us better. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Resounding round of let's give a standing ovation as we appreciate our royal father. I mean, we can do better than that. The teachers, please. Thank you so much, Your Excellencies. Thank you so much, distinguished guests. Thank you so much, our teachers. And very quickly, we'll be having the closing remarks. And to give us the closing remarks, I would be inviting Mr. Timothy Aluko, who's the head of operations at CC Hub. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, distinguished guests and graduates. And please permit me to stand on existing protocols. Thank you very much, sirs and ma'ams. It is my pleasure to give the closing remarks on this August occasion. I am particularly delighted today because through the instrumentality of the SAIL Empowerment Foundation, we have raised a 4,000-strong army of change makers who will transform the education landscape in Nigeria. I believe that an educational revolution has commenced today, and the graduates of the SAIL Teachers Fellowship Program are the catalysts that will drive this change. I congratulate you all. I would like to thank all the partners who have contributed to making this program a reality. To Relearn and CC Hub, thank you for your commitment to quality program delivery and your dedication to ensuring that all the teachers graduating today are equipped with the right skill sets to guarantee better learning outcomes for learners in primary and secondary schools. To the MTN Foundation, we would like to thank you immensely for your support in enabling us to scale this intervention to all states in Nigeria. You have not only impacted the teachers you see here today, but you have also impacted the pupils whose learning will be greatly enhanced and their performance significantly improved. We believe that this is just the beginning of a very fruitful relationship. We have just touched the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more ground to cover. To SAIL Empowerment Foundation, I would like to thank you for your commitment to driving change, not just in Lagos, but across the entire country. SAIL Innovation Lab is now at the forefront of economic prosperity for young people. Also, your commitment to ensuring that inquiry-based learning methodology and the use of technology in the classroom become mainstream is commendable. I'd like to thank the Chief Impact Consultant, Mr. Deji Abisola, for his leadership. Your passion for driving social impact has not gone unnoticed, and your exemplary leadership has been very critical to the consistent achievements we have experienced since inception. You are a rare gem, sir. Thank you very much. Finally, I would like to say a very big thank you to Senator Abiru and Mrs. Feishola Abiru. I don't know anyone else in Nigeria's political landscape who has a heart like yours. And I'm saying this with all sincerity, sir. Since joining the team, please put your hands together for him. Since joining the team at SAIL Innovation Lab, I've witnessed firsthand how lives have been transformed, not just through the Teachers Fellowship Program, but also through the several other programs that we deliver here. Today, we are celebrating teachers who have gone through the fellowship program. But beyond the teachers, there is Musa, the young schoolboy in Kano. There's Ungozi, the young girl in Aba. There's Tega, the young boy in Wari. There's Adiola, the young girl in Obalende, who will now experience better learning outcomes as a result of this training. And many more young people who have acquired skills and secured jobs as a result of your magnanimity. On behalf of all of them, I say thank you very much, sir. Thank you all once again, and I wish you all a safe trip back home. Thank you.
All right, let's give a resounding round of applause to Mr. Timothy. Thank you so much for such a closing remark. So as we close out, we want to have a very, very key order of photograph before we have the following ones. First of all, I want to have the senator, his wife, our honorable commissioner, the director, Executive Director, MTN Nigeria, MTN Foundation Nigeria. We also have Mr. Deji and Mrs. Chinyelu. We want to have them out here to quickly take a group photograph, and then we'll continue. And then we'll just finalize with some other photographs. Thank you. Thank you. Can we just have... Okay, please just a minute, Mrs. Chilo is coming. All right, on this note, we want to say a big thank you. Yes, I want to say a big thank you to our excellencies, distinguished guests, the graduating teachers. I also want to thank every single person that made it here, that created time to come here. I also want to thank every single person here for their cooperation. My name is John Wachukukanu, and I am an events MC, a voiceover talent, and then also an audiovisual storyteller. Thank you so much, and it's been a pleasure hosting such an event. Thank you so much, and God bless everybody.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you can kindly wait behind to receive your lunch. If you look around, you can see. And gentlemen of the press, we have a brief press interview somewhere around the building here. Please stay behind, please. Yes.
Attention, please. All teachers, please wait behind because you have a group photograph after this entire session just in front of the building. All teachers, please take notes. Thank you.
For me, and if you put my mind, you see, no be money. Focus with me, the vitamin C. Oh, as you can see, something when no there for me. If you don't say that you're for me, it's no guarantee. I know if you say you bring my party, for my money, all the time I want gonna. For my balance, you know straight my car, you too can I enter small yawa. For your mother, you the owe me, you want the call. If you go, if you go, you want this, you go, you want it, you go, if you go, you want it, you go, if you go, you want it, you go, Malaga with my day ones, my day ones. I let my enemies shame me go. Now I me, I know the rest I always say walk out. If I say I'm lazy go, I go big money before I begin my big call. Because if they stop nonsense, you they tell me how market. If I form I make I bend. Say you get fake dress, but you won't give me advice about patience. Are you making sense? Can't beat before I change my color. I they talk, shut up. Me where you with it, I know you follow. She be mama, I'm fed up.
Initiating rage process.
Hello, vitamin C. Mommy mo pigeon my melanin queen. Fine girl, no pimple, classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my eye. Many times I didn't miss you, gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Oh, don't kill me, make me stronger. But this one week me, make I no lie. Look like my eye when I think of you. But you low now, you for don't jay. Oh, don't kill me, make me stronger. But this one week me, make I no lie. Another woman like this. She tell me say the world is full of jackpajantis. Say the little light of mine, it go shine. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my eye. Many times I didn't miss you, gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. Oh, don't kill me, make me stronger. But this one week me, make I no lie. Look like my eye when I think of you. But you low now, you for don't jay. Oh, don't kill me, make me stronger. But this one week me, make I no lie. Hello, vitamin C. Mommy mo pigeon my melanin queen. Fine girl, no pimple, classy and simple. Mommy, can you